Good morning, students. Now, today we are going to start the next part of the chapter, that is reaction with dilute mineral acid, since we have discussed about it. But once again, we will discuss about it. So, metals, when then react with the dilute acid or metallic salts, then hydrogen gas is released. And like the dilute acid, like we are having three examples, like Mg, that is zinc, magnesium, and copper. So whenever the zinc react with means we are taking different type of dilute acids like sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, HCl is there. So we have taken three test tube in which we have taken three samples. In one there will zinc, second test tube magnesium, third test tube copper is there. So whenever we are putting in first test tube, we are putting some drops or some amount of sulfuric acid. In second and third we are taking the hydrochloric acid. It doesn't matter that H2SO4 and HCl means we are taking different, because both will give the same type of reaction. Afterwards, after putting these acids inside the test tube, we will bring the burning matchstick near the mouth of test tube. We will see that in test tube A and B, the flame will burn with the pop sound. The flame of matchstick will burn with pop sound, while in the test tube C, no reaction is there. The matchstick will not burn with the pop sound. That means here the reaction does not take place. This is because copper is very lesser reactive. As you know that in the reactivity series on the previous page, the reactivity series of metal, you can go means you can see the table of reactivity series. So the elements are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. Copper is at the base. It is very less reactive, so it do not react with the mineral acid to release hydrogen gas. Now the next reaction is reaction with salt solution. So whenever any metal react with another metal, then if the another metallic solution or salt solution is more reactive, then the lesser reactive metal is not able to displace it, while if in the salt solution the metal is lesser reactive, then the means the metal which we are going to put inside the solution, it will displace the metal from its salt. Such type of reaction is called displacement reaction. There is a very good example, like copper is there. We are having this one solution, that is copper sulfate, and we are putting iron inside it. Okay. Similarly, we are having the iron sulfate solution and we are putting zinc inside it. We are having two test tube. Since you know that iron is above the copper in reactivity series, that means iron is more reactive than copper. So once when iron react with copper sulfate solution, then iron will displace the copper from its position and form iron sulfate. Here it is iron sulfate, means the color blue solution turns to green color because iron is more reactive. It displaces the copper from its solution and form iron sulfate. Okay, if copper is there instead of means if we are taking over here iron sulfate solution and we are putting copper crystals or means pieces of copper inside it, then in that case no reaction occur because copper is less reactive than iron, so it is not able to displace it. In second reaction, zinc react with the iron sulfate. Okay, so zinc is more reactive than iron. In that case, zinc sulfate is formed and iron is displaced by the zinc because there is color change, so you can see. One more example, like magnesium react with copper sulfate. Magnesium comes above the copper sulfate in the reactivity series, so it means displace the copper from its position and form magnesium sulfate and separate the copper. So such type of reactions are called displacement reaction. There are certain examples, questions. Let's discuss that which metal is the best conductor of heat. It is silver. Name the soft metal. These are potassium, these are sodium, which can be cut with the help of knife. Name four metals which are more reactive than iron. So there are means you can write potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium. These are more reactive than iron. Complete the following. Zinc, H2SO4. Zinc is more reactive than hydrogen, and it will form ZnSO4 plus H2 gas. And FeCuSO4, iron is more reactive than copper, so iron will displace copper. So it will be formed FeSO4. So now we will discuss about the uses of metals. Generally, the metals are very useful in our day-to-day life. They are used for making the vehicles, machine bodies, machines, utensils, and different type of things which we are using in our everyday life. Now here we go. There are different type of metal like copper. You can see these are the utensils. Okay, these are the wires. So copper is a ductile and very good conductor of electricity. That's why it is used for making wire utensils. It is also good conductor of heat, and it is used for making the alloys like brass, like bronze. Aluminium is also a good conductor of electricity. So also the aluminium is also used for making the electrical wires, and it is also malleable. So that's why it is used to make the foils. Okay. These aluminium foils are used for packing the foodstuffs, cigarettes, medicines, etc. Even aluminium is also used for making the paints. It is used for making the alloys like alnico, magnesium, duralumin. Aluminium, the aluminium is a very lighter element. That's why it is used in the construction of aircraft, and it is a good conductor of heat. So it is making cooking utensils also. Means it is non-toxic, so it is used to make the drink cans, means cans in which cold drink or some means foods are stored. Actually means packed food are there. Next one is the iron. Iron, the alloys of iron, they are used for making building, iron sheets, iron rods, the machine parts, engine, ships. So many things are there which are made of iron. Next one is mercury. Mercury is only a lone liquid metal at the room temperature, and it is used in thermometer. Mercury can easily expand on heating also. If we heat, then its volume increases. And it is next one is about the lead. Lead is used in mainly in the batteries and the lead pipes. Okay, it is very malleable, so it is also used for making waterproof edging of roofs, means in the water proofing means for the waterproofing of the roofs, lead is also used. The noble metals, as I told you, that there are certain metals which do not react with any other element. Okay, they are called noble metals. They react with other element, but at certain conditions, and means very rarely, like gold, platinum, silver. They are generally comes under the category of noble metals. They occur in free state, means they do not react with the other elements easily. And for one, like silver, among the gold and platinum, silver is comparative more reactive. That's why when it is exposed in air, then in a very long time, it react with the hydrogen sulfide gas present in atmosphere and form a black colored coating over itself. That's why the silver turns blackish color. There are certain use of gold metals, of noble metal like gold is used for making jewelry, for dental fillings, for artificially means electroplating, means we can put a coating of the, means a layer of the gold over the artificial jewelry, that is gold plated jewelry. Silver is also used for making the decorative iron jewelry, for dental fillings, for electroplating, means coating silver coating over the artificial jewelry, for making the electricity wires, okay, in electrical component, and also for making the silver foil which we are going to use over the sweets. Platinum is also used for making jewelry and for dental fillings and photography. It is used as a catalyst, mean in so many reactions it is used. And it is also used for the manufacture of different type of mineral acid like sulfuric acid, nitric acid.